A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This time we are in Vieng in Laos for the 5th edition of V-Trail, one of the most technical, one of the toughest races on our Asia Trailmaster Championship calendar every season. And it won't be any different this year. We have the technical nature of the trails, and it's also going to be a hot day because the temperature already at the start hits 22 degrees, whereas in the past years it was sometimes only 14, 15, 16 degrees. So we're looking for a hot race. The focus for Asia Trailmaster is on the 53-kilometer race, where we have the reigning Asia Trailmaster champion Jeff Campbell competing against Alessandro Sherpa, the 2018 Asia Trailmaster champion, and very important, also a winner of the first edition of V-Trail back in 2018 when he crossed the line together with Spaniard Salva Rambla in the year that Sherpa became Asia Trailmaster champion. Sherpa also in great shape in the beginning of this year, 2025. He won Tahura Trail in Bandung, Indonesia just a month ago. So we might be looking to a very interesting race between Campbell and Sherpa. But we also have some other competitors. Meanwhile, Philip Tai is announcing that we're indeed live now on the Asia Trailmaster Facebook and YouTube. Here we have in the pink, we have one of the LAO runners who was third in Luang Prabang, Tukta, I believe is her name, Tukta, and she will be competing also on the 53 kilometers. And if she finishes, she will be the first LAO runner ever to have qualified, or at least meet the minimum requirement for the Asia Trailmaster Championship final, which will be held on the 4th of October in Vietnam at Mukang Chai. Here we have Philip Tai from Singapore, but the organizer. Philip, we're live on the Asia Trailmaster channels. 5th edition of V-Trail. What's your feeling about that this morning?
Of course, we're excited. So waiting for the race go. Safety first, yeah, thank you.
All right, I'll let you do your work first. He will do the flag off. We'll be looking for Jeff and Alessandro in a minute. Danon Ratunamarpong, I'm sure I pronounced the name wrongly, from Thailand. He is also a very fast runner. He won the Luang Prabang Trail back in October, which was also one of the first races of the season 10. He's also here, but he will be running the 86 kilometers, and that's the longest distance. But the 86 kilometer is only Grandmaster Quest here this year. The reason for that is that V-Trail is one of these boutique races with not too many runners, and we want, of course, preserve a bit of competition as well. That's why we focus on one category for the championship. Here we have one of the Singaporeans from Japan. He could also be a podium contender on the 50k. Who else do we have here? We have Tara Savage, one of the favorites for the women's 50k. Tara was also in the Nine Dragons just 2 weeks ago, finished the 50-50. Also Ellen Chung from Hong Kong is here. But Ellen is also running the 86k. She is currently more interested also in adding more stars to her Grandmaster title. Grandmaster Quest and Championship are, of course, two different things. The Championship is competition. The Grandmaster Quest is personal individual challenge. A couple of runners from Vietnam also over here. Very nice arena here. We are in school just outside the town center of Vang Vieng, across the river. And we'll be starting the race in less than 10 minutes, so at 6 o'clock. As you can see, it's still dark, but sunrise is 6:29, so shortly after the start, runners will be able to take off the headlamp. I'm looking around for Jeff and Alessandro to have a quick word with them before they toe the line. Both, of course, part of the T8 team. And both of them also here to collect their wild cards for this year's Asia Trailmaster final. As you know, past Asia Trailmaster champions, they do not need to worry about scoring points anymore. They can just get a wild card as long as they finish 2 ATM races during the current season. Jeff Campbell, winner in Pren Trail Summit in Vietnam in December. That was his first race of season 10. Alessandro Sherpa, the aforementioned Tahura Trail in Bandung a month ago. In total, we will have around 80 starters on the combined 53 and 86 kilometers. Here we have Nizar Suridratama from Bali. He was also ATM finalist for Indonesia last year. Nizar, we're live on the ATM channels. Good to see you here again in V-Trail. You did this race also last year, so what were your experiences last year and what have you learned?
I learned about a lot of stuff here, so I'm careful about all the tracks. Sometimes it's not the same like in the GPX, but you just have to follow the marker. So, and the steepness is quite extreme, and also all the rocks are so sharp, so I learned from that from last year.
What made you decide to come back this year?
Oh, I love it here. It's like it's very different with back home, and everything is like still natural, and you run into deep jungle. Like you just lost like for 6 hours and 10 hours technically. So yeah.
You're from Bali, right? So are you looking forward to the Bali trail running event in May this year?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm still deciding between 100k or 60k because I done the 60 like 3 times already. So maybe I'm gonna upgrade it this year.
All the best today. Yeah. Nizar Suridratama. He's also, and here we have Jeff Campbell. Jeff, thanks for joining us for a brief moment. Second ATM race of the season as reigning champion. What can we expect from you today?
Trying to survive the jungle with everyone else. It's my first time to Laos. V-Trail is quite a well-known race on the calendar, but I think it's going to be a challenging day out there. Sherpa, I think, is obviously the biggest competitor on paper. He's done the course before, so I'll probably be trying to stick around his pace for a little while and see how I hold up in the technical.
A couple of years ago, one would have easily said that V-Trail, the technical nature of this course here, is not suited for Jeff Campbell. So are you looking for this race specifically to also develop further as a trail runner?
You know, I think we all need to not just stay in our comfort zone. So it obviously doesn't suit my strengths as much as some other races, but it's still a great reason to visit a new country, try a new race. So I'm just going to go out there and have fun.
All the best, Jeff Campbell. Thank you. Yeah. So it's Jeff Campbell. Going to move to the starting line now. Hopefully we can still see. We also there have Amorn, Kim Goan from Thailand. Amorn, good to see you again. I think this is the third time you do V-Trail, right?
Yeah.
So you like it here, obviously?
I don't know.
All right, all the best. Yeah. Amorn English is a little bit limited. Also more runners from Singapore there. Here we have the course director as well here from the V-Trail. Yeah. And let's see if we can still find Alessandro for a quick word before the start. Start at 6 o'clock, so we still have 5 minutes to go now. The clock has been adjusted. Here we have Tara Savage. Tara, quick words. Good to see you here also in Laos. 2 weeks after Nine Dragons, you finished the 50-50. Have you recovered?
Still wearing. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm ready for this. Yeah.
On paper, this is your kind of course, right? Quite technical.
Sure. It's my thing. Yeah, definitely hard and difficult. Yeah.
All right, all the best, Tara.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay, I do not yet see Alessandro here in the starting block. Well, Jeff is coming in now. And there is Alessandro. Okay, let's have a quick word with him. Alessandro, live on the Asia Trailmaster channels. Quick word. Second time V-Trail for you. What made you decide to come back?
Yeah, even don't remember the first time. It was many years ago. But I mean, it's a wild race. It's a new country, like not developed yet. So it's going to be an adventure. But people are super nice here. So it's going to be nice.
How much are you looking forward to compete against Jeff Campbell today?
I'm not sure because from one side I want to qualify for the finals, so I don't have to take much risk. The other thing is that it's going to be a very challenging and high-risk course, so it depends on you how many risks you want to, and you don't want to end up in a Laos hospital. So I don't know, I will see during the day, but usually when I get into competition, then I try to compete.
All right, all the best, Alessandro. Thanks. All right, and now we get ready for the start in 3 minutes' time.
Brought to you by Tigerhead, Sting,
I will just walk through.
sponsor, LAO Brewery, Indira Group.
So on paper, Alessandro Sherpa, the favorite on this type of terrain. Sherpa is of course also already here for quite a while. He was based in Luang Prabang for a couple of weeks. Here we have some of the LAO runners, as mentioned before, Tukta. All the best. We have the LAO runners. Right. Sorry, I will try to go over. Yep, thank you. All right, so we're getting ready now for the start of this 5th edition of V-Trail in Laos. The second ATM points race of season 10 here in the country after Luang Prabang. Organized also by Green Step, same company, same race director, same course director. There's still a quick briefing now by Philip Tai, the event director of V-Trail, and with less than 2 minutes to go now for the start of this race. So once again, we will be focusing on the 53 kilometers. After the start, we will be heading to a couple of checkpoints. As usual, subject to connectivity, we will be updating you with a video, photo and text as soon as we have any kind of news. Also here in Vang Vieng, in the countryside, of course, there are spots where there is no mobile connectivity, so bear with us there. The plan is that we'll be going to at least 2 of the checkpoints before the finish. And the finish is also right here in the same place at this school here just outside of the town of Vang Vieng. And the mobile connectivity here is great, I have to say, so that's going to be fine also for the finish later on today. Last year the winner of the 53 kilometer finished in just under 11 hours, but the expectation is that Campbell and Sherpa will be significantly quicker. As the runners now toe the line. It's a very nice start arch as well, by the way. Campbell and Sherpa side by side at the start. Tara Savage also on the front row. And yeah, so the 86 kilometer and the 53 kilometer runners are starting together. The 32k is and the 7k is for tomorrow. So today is all about the 2 longer distances. Here we go. Here we go. Enjoy. Also one of the Portuguese participants, backpacker traveler. We just spoke to him before we came out here to the start arena. He's doing a race every month in a different country in Asia this year. And some of the 86 kilometer runners not in a rush, all the best. And as we see there, the sun is already slowly making itself felt and seen, so it's clearing up already. So in about an hour we will be streaming to you live from Checkpoint 1. Thank you for watching this live broadcast of the start of the 5th V-Trail in Vang Vieng in Laos, and we'll be back soon with